Yo, what is up guys, your boy Zukage here with a new what if, and this what if is what if Naruto was a reincarnation of Lord Beerus. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow my boy Lucid Hokage, links in description, and Discord link in description, and let's get into the video. On the day of the Nine Tails attack, a baby Naruto was born to his mother Kushina Uzumaki and his father, the Hokage of the village, Minato Namikaze. The events of the attack went to canon, but when the Nine Tails pierced Naruto's parents with his nails, even though Naruto was but a child, he seemed to understand the loss that he had just went through. A faint purple glow appeared around baby Naruto, and this glow expanded, and the shockwave of power shot outwards, destroying everything in its path, including the Nine Tails. But Minato and Kushina had enough time to seal their chakra within Naruto to meet him at a future date. Hiruzen and his Anbu squad arrived at the crater several miles away from the village. He approached the crying baby Naruto, and from the look of his hair, Hiruzen knew that this was the fourth son, and assumed that the fourth had given his life to seal the Nine Tails, and this was the aftermath of the battle. Truly remarkable, he thought. Then he looked up at the two moons illuminating the night sky before taking Naruto back to the village. We'll be having a 4-year time skip. Over these years, Naruto has lived his regular canon life, getting the same treatment from the villagers. One snowy night, Naruto had been walking around the village, kicking stones, when he found himself in a forest. He began looking around, then saw a group of 3 boys picking on a girl with dark blue hair and gray eyes. The boys were throwing snowballs at her, calling her names. "Don't look at me, you ghost-eyed freak." "Yeah, what he said." And the third boy jumped in. "You know what? Let's get something that'll really hurt." The boys then ran away, and Naruto began approaching the shy girl, sobbing with her hands covering her face. Naruto was about to say something, but the boys returned with a large pile of stones. "Oh look, seems the demon came out to get some too. Yeah, let's make sure those demons never come to us again." The boys began taking up handfuls of stones, and as Naruto looked towards them, a sudden feeling came over him. Maybe not a feeling, more like a purpose. The purpose to destroy. Naruto raised his hand and opened his palm, with his thumb curled up. "Huh? What do you think you're doing, demon?" Naruto then smirked, then in a deep menacing tone, announced, "Hakai!" A moment of silence passed, then the boys' bodies began disintegrating in a bright purple glow. The boys' blood-curdling screams was heard by a passing Hyuga member who was trying to find the young heiress. After the boys disappeared into nothingness, Naruto turned around to the now trembling Hinata. "Are you alright? I took care of those bullies for you." Naruto then extended his arms to help Hinata up, but she turned away, closing her eyes tightly, expecting the same fate as the boys had before her. Then the Hyuga member arrived and stood between Naruto and Hinata. He put his back towards Naruto, trying to shield the young heiress from the demon. The Hyuga member soon sprinted off with Hinata, leaving Naruto in a confused state, but he didn't really care and began walking home. On his way home, Naruto's cat-like instincts began to pick up something, that someone or something was watching him. Naruto then, in a purple blur, appeared behind a floating orb in the sky, then used a small ki blast to destroy it. In Hiruzen's office, Hiruzen had been watching Naruto and had seen what he had done to the 3 boys and grew interested in this power. It reminded him of the power he felt the day the Nine Tails was sealed. Hiruzen decided to follow Naruto home and to see if he'll use that power again. He looked through his orbs and saw Naruto stop for no apparent reason. Then in a purple blur, the orb in his office was shattered. So Naruto boy can sense and even destroy this jutsu. Very interesting. I'd have to talk to him later. Hiruzen called for one of his most trusted and elite Anbu member. The Anbu member knelt before the Sandame awaiting his orders. "No need to be so formal, Kakashi. This mission, after all, involves your master's child. I want you to fetch him for me and bring him to my office." Kakashi, with a surprised look under his mask, bowed, then shin-swinged away towards Naruto's house. In Naruto's house, he had been displaying more cat-like behavior and two insatiable urges, one to sleep and the other to destroy. Naruto had them under control, but his young body couldn't handle the power used today. As Naruto flopped onto his bed, ready to sleep for a good 1,000 years, he heard a knock at his door. What now? He opened the door to see an Anbu member. Naruto Uzumaki, Lord Third has requested to see you, Kakashi said. I guess I can't get out of this one. Alright, Mr. Anbu man, take me to him. At the Hokage's mansion, Kakashi entered with Naruto in tow. Hey old man, why'd you bring me all the way up here? Naruto then sensed a hand about to hit the back of his head, and he quickly caught the hand of Kakashi. And what do you think you're doing? Kakashi was shocked but regained his composure. You will address Lord Third properly. Hiruzen then broke the tension between the two. Calm down, Kakashi, you know the kid means no harm. But to answer your question, Naruto, I wanted to ask, what was that power you used in the boys in the forest? Oh, so I'm guessing you were the one watching me, huh? Well, I'm not sure myself, just kinda did it, you know? Hiruzen then thought while taking a hit from his pipe. Well, not... Damn, that weed hit different. Anyways, Kakashi, why I sent you for Naruto was because I wanted you to train him to harness this hidden power of his. Kakashi gladly accepted because he had been watching Naruto from the shadows almost all his life. Naruto just went along with it though. He was quite interested in his power, but for right now, he just wanted to sleep. 6-year time skip. Over the next 6 years, Naruto had been training in quotes with Kakashi. The reason I say training in quotes is because Naruto really has nothing to learn from Kakashi. He can't use chakra because it's just converted into God Ki, and Naruto is leagues above Tsunade's strength. And over the 6 years, Naruto mainly slept and semi-mastered his God Ki powers. One day, the elders, clan leaders, and civilian council called for a meeting with the Hokage. Hiruzen just sighed, and when he entered the room, everyone had terrified looks on their face. Hiruzen spoke up. What is it this time, council? Hiyashi Hyuga, the clan leader for the Hyuga clan, stood up. Lord Third, what is this that the demon is being trained by Kakashi Hatake? We can't afford it getting any stronger. Why don't you put Kakashi to good use and train that young Uchiha? As Hiyashi finished, Naruto and Kakashi walked into the meeting room. All the council members glared at Naruto. Old man, you wanted me for something? Naruto said. One of civilians then shouted, Watch who you're talking to, demon. Hiruzen narrowed his eyes towards the civilian while releasing a bit of bloodlust. I think you should mind who you're talking to, or did you forget speaking of the Nine Tails is a S-rank secret, or do you want to be executed on the spot? And 3 Anbu members appeared behind the civilian, awaiting further orders. Donzo then spoke up. Now, Hiruzen, you need not to be so hostile to the man who owns most of the civilian shopping district. He then turned to the civilian. But you should know your place and not speak out of line. The civilian looked embarrassed and sat back down. So, you're wondering why Naruto is being trained with Kakashi. Well, you see, Naruto has unique powers far beyond chakra. One that has never been seen before. And to you, Naruto, the reason I called you here is because I wanted to promote you to the rank of Anbu Captain. All the council members' eyes widened. What? How can this brat be a captain? Hiyashi objected. Well, I would explain it, but I feel a demonstration would be easier, don't you think, Naruto? Yeah, old man, just meet me outside. Everyone in the room went to a training ground near the Hokage mansion. Naruto stood away from the crowd, then he pointed directly up, directing everyone to look up as well. They saw nothing unusual, but saw Naruto pointing his finger towards one of their 2 moons. Kakashi then sighed. Well, there goes our moon. Everyone looked at Kakashi like he was being stupid, but saw a massive yellow orb appearing from Naruto's hand. Then it went flying towards the moon, blowing it up on contact, leaving no trace. Everyone's jaw dropped, even Hiruzen, who knew Naruto was strong, but not this strong. The entire village and neighboring lands saw what just happened. After all, the moon literally blew up. Hiruzen just walked to Naruto, patted him on the back. Well, seems you've got some handle on your power, but I don't think destroying the moon was the best idea. Naruto just yawns and says, Alright, old man, if you don't need anything else, I'll be heading home. As if overnight, everyone who saw what happened spread the news that Naruto destroyed one of the moons. Most people were scared of him, others were impressed, and some didn't believe it but were soon shot down by looking up at the destroyed moon. Over another 4 years, Naruto has been going on only A and A rank and above missions. Over time, he had gotten to be known as the Great Destroyer, Lord Beerus, and he wears a purple cat Ambu mask. And one of his missions, which was a triple S rank mission to destroy a small village who has been supplying Iwagakure, or the Hidden Stone Village, with stolen resources from Konoha. Naruto left the village with his 4-man team. On his Ambu team, it was Kakashi, Yamato, who doesn't work for Danzo, and some random Ambu chick. In 3 days, they reached a small village, and Naruto instructed his team to stay back while he takes care of things. Yamato and the random female were kind of offended, but don't get me wrong, they knew Naruto's strength, but they thought he was being a bit too cocky, so they followed. Naruto, while hopping on trees, just disappeared, causing Yamato and the female Ambu member to be confused. Naruto then appeared in the center of the village, causing everyone to get on guard. Everyone took out their swords, then a member of the crowd got on his knees. Lord Beerus, we didn't know you were coming. One of the bandits said, Get up off your knees, you fool, it's just a kid, and this kid isn't the Great Destroyer. Are you blind? Don't you see the mask? So what? Anyone can have a mask like that. Then the bandit ran towards Naruto with his sword raised in the air. He brought it down on Naruto, but he just stepped to the side, causing the sword to be stuck in the ground. Then he just touched the bandit's head with the tip of his finger, causing him to drop dead on the ground. Okay, I'm bored. I thought you guys would at least be a bit stronger, but I guess not. Naruto began floating up in the sky, then opened his palm towards the village, then announced, Hakai! The village then began disintegrating into purple dust, leaving an empty crater. Kakashi then went up to Naruto. You could have at least given us a challenge, Naruto-sensei. Yeah, but you're just better off sparring with me. Those were just bandits, weak, nothing of use. Right, sensei. On their way back to the village, Kakashi began speaking to Naruto. So, sensei, I heard you'd be joining one of the Genin teams this year. Yeah, the Hokage wanted me to have friends or something. Says I should have people my own age. I'm only 14 after all, but I could care less. Anyways, I heard that you would be heading my team. Team 7, was it? Yeah, it is, but at least try to hold back some power. Whatever. I heard that Uchiha is quite cocky. I'd have to put him in his place. Kakashi then rubbed the back of his neck, feeling a bit sorry for Sasuke already. Oh well, let's just get back to the village and report her success to the Hokage. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. If you liked it, comment down below that you want part 2, cause I really think this series could go somewhere. Anyways guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next What If.